I don't know if I'm surprised by this collab or not, because it seems like recently we've been getting a lot of interactions between these different groups, like lesserafim, ILLIT, KATSEYE, Cordis as well, I believe, which I still haven't done a Cordis video yet. I've been meaning to. And so we've been getting a lot of interactions between them. So it's both surprising and also not that surprising that we're getting a collab. I've already mentioned before in my previous lesserafim reaction, but I am a pretty big lesserafim fan. I've been a fan for a while. Used to be a big IZ*ONE fan as well. Yeah, so I think my bias in lesserafim is Sakura. They're just genuinely one of the funniest groups, I think. Just every single member in lesserafim just has such a great, like, funny personality. And when you put them all together, it's like they have such great chemistry together. Yeah, they're definitely one of my favorite groups right now. I haven't done an ILLIT reaction yet on this channel, but I am a huge ILLIT fan as well. As you can probably tell by now, I'm like a fan of so many different groups. But yeah, ILLIT is another group that I really, really like. In fact, I have this Super Real Me ILLIT album signed. But yeah, I'm definitely an ILLIT fan, so I have this here. Similar to lesserafim, I feel like ILLIT is just such a fun group where if I'm just having like a bad day or I'm stressed out or something from work, you can always just have a good time, a good laugh watching their videos. It's a shame that I didn't get to do a reaction to the recent ILLIT album, I believe. I really enjoyed that album. There was one song on there that I really liked. I think it's called Love Older You. Yeah, that one's one of my favorites off the album. It's just such a beautiful song from them. And if you really like look into the lyrics as well, it just has like such a deep, meaningful message to it. So it's definitely one of my favorites off the album. But yeah, I'm a huge lesserafim ILLIT fan. And then there's KATSEYE too. I'm not as familiar with KATSEYE as I am with ILLIT or lesserafim, but I have listened to quite a few of their songs, like Gnarly, of course, Pinky Up. I think it was their debut album. I'm not certain on that, but there was this album called Sis. Soft is Strong, I believe, is one of my favorites. It's such a good album. I don't know if it's like album, I guess it's an EP. Every single song on that EP was good. I still think Touch is one of my favorites by them, if not like my number one from KATSEYE still. But I think My Way was really good too. Forgetting the others. Tonight I Might was really good. So even though I'm not as familiar with KATSEYE as I am lesserafim or ILLIT, I still think they're very talented, a very good group. So yeah, I'm really excited for this collab. I didn't expect the music video to drop today as well. I keep getting the time zones mixed up and everything on these release dates. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. Okay, this is the Iconic by Mistake official MV. lesserafim, ILLIT, KATSEYE. Crazy visuals already.
On my tombstone, I celebrate the fame and I barely change. Hurt it harder. Here, hurt is like a verb, come kill it where it hurts. Imagination got me going by. Lots of simulation got me in a spot. 24/7, more like 25, ayy. Honestly, are you okay? you're so insane. It's like all you do, breakfast to dinner. Algorithm bulletproof, breaking your fingers. Thank you for the comments, it's because of all your hate. I am iconic, my mistake.
All the visuals in here. This shot, I really like this shot here. They crash into this truck with Seraphim and crash into this truck. And then the camera kind of falls into the field here. I love this camera angle.
Iconic, my mistake.
Crazy. And then we get Chaewon on this iconic by mistake tombstone. All the visuals in this MV is just insane. Like, look at this shot. We get KATSEYE here too. Is that her? Is that herself? Here, hard is like a verb. Come heal it where it hurts. I like that. Sakura as a Sakura bias. She looks amazing. She's like digging up the grave here. Life's a simulation got me in a spiral. All the visuals are crazy. Unche. So it starts off with LeSSERAFIM. Sakura, isn't her nose bleeding at the start? Didn't she have like a whole nosebleed thing in one of their was it one of their intro tracks? There was some kind of like nosebleed thing going on with Sakura in one of their videos, I think. And then you see ILLIT here. I've never seen ILLIT in this type of concept before. Like they've always done like more of the cute, sort of like playful, upbeat type of songs. I've never heard them on such an aggressive beat before. Not that I can remember. I know that they've kind of been switching up the style recently. Like with their recent comeback, they've been switching up the style a little bit more. But like they've never done anything this aggressive as far as I can remember. So it's fun seeing them in this type of concept as well. I love seeing the interactions between the groups too in this MV. I forgot to mention my bias in ILLIT is Mocha. But like with most groups, it's so hard picking a bias for me. It tends to change all the time. Yeah, all the members in ILLIT are like bias wreckers for me. So they all look amazing too. I love the outfits. How they like transition between the 3 different groups too. It transitions here from LesSSERAFIM into ILLIT. ILLIT had that music video too. I think it was Cherish My Love. It had kind of like a teeth, like mouth, dentist sort of theme to it. You see Wani with the golden tooth. This reminds me of Cherish My Love. And then we transition into KATSEYE. I don't think I talked too much about KATSEYE before I started watching this, but I don't have a bias in KATSEYE yet. I'm not too familiar with all the members yet. Like I know Yoonchae. And I believe this is Megan. I know Megan because apparently Megan is from Honolulu, Hawaii, which is where I'm from. So that's a fun fact, I guess. I believe this is Alara, right? I think she had one of my favorite voices in Touch. So yeah, I don't really have a bias yet in KATSEYE, but I love their part here. Cleanliness is next to godliness. You got the halo over her head too. And this is like a beauty pageant type thing. This is the scene that I wanted to pause on to see if I missed anything. No, that's iconic. 1900 mistake, disposable plastic bag full of dreams and delusions. I think mistake is also what was on here, right? I think this says mistake too. All the colors in this scene is like kind of muted, but then you can see like the bright red coat. And then you get this outro part where everything is just on fire. It's such a contrast with this scene compared to what we just got, which was this scene here, where everything's more muted, kind of like slightly green grayish. And then you get all the bright fire, all the outfits too. I guess this must have been when Mocha was on hiatus, right? Where she wasn't like promoting with the group during this time, which is sad. As a Mocha bias, I would love to see Mocha in this MV, but it's still nice to see the other members too. Here's KATSEYE, all the outfits, of course. And then there's the whole message of the song too. I am iconic by mistake. Chaewon saying, I survived the fame and I never changed or I barely changed. Your imagination got me going viral. Come heal it where it hurts. Just saying like heart it, she's saying heart is like a verb here. 24/7, more like 25/8. Hating me is like all you do. Breakfast to dinner, breaking your fingers. What was that about the algorithm? Algorithm bulletproof. It's because of all of your hate. I am iconic by mistake. This is a really, really good message for these groups because I mentioned in my LesSSERAFIM reaction that LesSSERAFIM have been on the receiving end of a lot of hate recently, and for a while too. And the same can be said for ILLIT. ILLIT has been receiving a lot of hate. And the same can be said for KATSEYE. So all 3 of these groups, you could argue that it's just part of being in the spotlight, right? You're going to receive hate. But I feel like with these three groups specifically, they've been receiving like an enormous amount of like unwarranted hate, which is very unfortunate to see because, as far as we know, the members are innocent. They haven't really done anything wrong. They're just kind of trying to live their life, trying to put out music, trying to, do the thing that they love, being an idol. And so it's really such a shame to see the amount of hate that they receive when they're genuinely just trying to be themselves and put their art out there. So I feel like a track like this is definitely needed from them, kind of addressing everything, because I said it on my LeSserafim video. Was it Pure Flow Part 1? LeSserafim addresses a lot of the hate and criticism and negativity and everything that's been, kind of thrown their way for so long. They kind of address a lot of that in that album. And so this MV, this song kind of feels like just all three of them coming together, just aggressively addressing and kind of dissing the haters, which is like very satisfying. And I like this message of all this hate that you're throwing my way, all the negative comments that you're leaving, all the hate comments that you're leaving, similar to what LeSserafim was saying on their album, like you're still talking about me at the end of the day. You're still speaking my name, you're still spreading my name around, even if it is hate. It's like, even though they're hating, they're basically just promoting them at this point. You're kind of just proving the point that they are iconic. They're kind of iconic enough to be receiving all of this hate. Your imagination got me going viral. That's also playing into what I was saying, how even with all the hate and the criticism, and you see all these articles come out about people just trying to make things up, people trying to overanalyze all of their actions, trying to find something to hate them about. They're saying like all this made up stuff, it's not even true. And we know it's not true, but your imagination is just making me go viral. Life's a simulation got me in a spiral. They all look great too. Minju, Iroha. You see Wani in the chair here too still. I like this 24/7, more like 25/8. And then honestly, are you okay? You're spending so much time hating on me. Like, are you actually okay? Is something wrong? Is there something wrong in your life? Hating me is like all you do. Breakfast to dinner, breaking your fingers. Breaking your fingers, I'm assuming, is like, as in all these netizens and people online are typing on their keyboards, all these hate comments all the time, writing up all these hate posts. It's like, you're gonna break your fingers if you keep typing that much. Yeah, KATSEYE is a lot more direct with it too, but now I am iconic from how much you hate me. Do this for the dream, not just for the bag. But the bag is nice though. It's funny. And then it transitions into this commercial type scene with the handbag. I'm getting kind of spiritual. Into hell and back, let him judge me, crucible. I like that line. Like the imagery here is pretty nice because everything is like burning around them. Everything's in chaos. Everything's destroyed. There's destruction all around them. Everything's on fire. But look how calm they are. They're all sitting around the burning rubble like it's a campfire. And they all have like the marshmallows on the stick with the acoustic guitar and everything too. It's just such a good visual representation of where they're at with everything going on recently. It's like, even with all this hate, even with the fact that everything is destroyed around them, there's chaos everywhere. All the fire and the destruction is like all the hate that's been thrown their way, but they're just chilling there with the fire, even with all this hate and criticism that they get. Even with everyone trying to bring them down, even though everything's destroyed around them, they're still untouched. And they're just making the most out of the situation that they're in. Basically the entire message of this whole MV and the song. Really good collab. I was not expecting this. I wasn't expecting ILLIT to do like a concept like this, but it makes sense when you have like KATSEYE, Lesserafim, ILLIT together. I didn't even talk about the beat. It's very much like a KATSEYE sort of gnarly type beat. Gnarly as in the song. Very gritty, aggressive sounding bass to it. It's just overall a very aggressive song to match with the very aggressive diss towards the haters. And so I think the beat matches really well with the message that they were trying to convey with this MV and with this song. I think this was very much like a needed track from them. And it's really nice how they were able to come together as like one powerhouse, all three groups together, just to sort of address everything at the same time. The imagery and everything in the MV was crazy. Just the visual representation of the message at the very end with the destruction and the fire and them just like sitting around the rubble. They're not going to be completely destroyed, like everything around them from all this hate and criticism. They're gonna just make the most out of it. Yeah, really good MV. The song was good too. I would have to go back and listen to the song again because I feel like I was very focused on like the visuals and the lyrics and everything and the message. I'll of course be keeping up with Lesserafim. Hopefully I get to do an ILLIT reaction soon. Maybe the next comeback that they have. Hopefully I get to check out some KATSEYE too. I still need to learn more about their group. I did see like the KATSEYE behind the scenes of them meeting BTS backstage at the concert. I thought that was really cute. I also watched some of the clips of think Yoonchae talking about when she met BTS and how awkward it was for them because she was so like starstruck and everything. I think that was adorable, but I'm still not too familiar with them as a group, so I still have to check out more of them. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching.